I'm Dr. Craig Chalkwist. This is the fourth video on reimagining the USA, organization, governance, in this case, leadership. What does good, solid, visionary leadership look like? So a few characteristics. One is good visionary leadership that's also practical. Practical dreamer leadership tends to possibilities. So I've been a leader for most of my life in different capacities and at different levels, and I have a lifelong habit of hearing people out when they come to me with good ideas, new ideas, even ideas that initially I don't agree with, but I always tell them I want to hear more. I want to understand why you think this is a good idea, go into it more, convince me, and then empower them to carry it out if it makes sense. Do the homework, figure out what could go wrong, what the consequences would be, and let's make it happen. So good leadership should be always willing to do that, instead of being the top-down person who decides everything. Individuals make mistakes all the time, and their followers multiply them. But a group of people working for a common cause is less likely to blunder like that. So tending possibilities. Another quality is being connected with people. Being connected with the people that your decisions or your group's decisions might affect. Earnest and sometimes hard conversations with them about what you're up to. Keeping them informed. Being transparent. Working things out with them. But above all, connecting with them, not ignoring them. Another quality is emotional maturity. So a big part of what's wrong with the world today is it's being run by spoiled, narcissistic 5-year-olds who look like adults. These are people who have suffered developmental arrest, which simply means they never grew up on the inside. These are the most dangerous people to have in a leadership positions. And sure, we all have our pockets of immaturity in us, our places where we haven't grown up fully. But one of the things that we need to collaborate in our leadership about is other people are a check on your immaturities and you are on theirs. When you've got people holding power who haven't grown up, they're really dangerous. So we can't have that. We need mature leadership, wise leadership. Something else we need, and that goes with it, integrity. So being able to say no when the world wants to hear yes, as Eric Fromm once put it. Being able to stand for things that aren't popular because you think they're right, not as a solo, but with other people behind you who also share your views about how to move things forward. Not being part of the popularity game. I mean, being a banner instead of a windsock, right? Another quality is these all go together. Being able to balance decisiveness with reflection. So when you're making decisions that affect other people, they need reflection. You need to work out as many consequences in advance as you can. Staying in touch with those people helps. Communicating back and forth has to go both ways. Being able to set yourself aside and really listen to yourself. What's my real motive for doing this? What's really going on? What insecurities might be playing into this? Do I have a need to prove something? And being honest about what your motivations are. So reflection, balancing decisiveness. I can't tell you how many meetings I've walked out of because everybody's bogged down in covering their asses or pontificating because their egotistical agenda gets in the way. And then I get up and people ask me, where are you going? And I say, well, call me when you make a decision. I can't stand that. Let's cut through. Let's just do it. And then the last one I'll mention is another balance, and that's between difference and unity. So being on either extreme isn't helpful. If you're only defending the agenda that you have or a group of people have that you think in common with, and you're not seeing the bigger picture, that doesn't help any more than people who are standardizing everything and slapping a master plan over everything and saying we all have to get in line and conform and obey, right? There needs to be some recognition that this country, which as I mentioned in a previous video, seesaws between real and ideal, the American nightmare and the American dream. One of the founding principles of this country is unity in plurality. They go together. So we have to bear that in mind too. Thanks.